Hello everyone, how are you all? On this fine Saturday evening. Let's see, we've already got 6 people in here. That's a pretty good start for a stream. That doesn't happen that often. Maybe because I did the promo shit a little early. Let's see, Neve says Nico style weak. Apparently not. Koji's here and he says I have perfected the Nico style more than you. We'll see about that. Dark Lord says Oma versus Garo. Listen, Oma's very strong in his verse, but do you know how much One Punch Man scales above Kengan? I mean, come on, folks. Neo says Tarashi, but what if he was actually cool? What if Tarashi was actually cool? I don't know. Have him actually do something cool? Sounds pretty simple to me. Koji says, Misc, I summon thee. You didn't summon shit. Neve says, miscellaneous streams. That they are. Neve says, oh, on this Saturday evening one is pretty decent. That's good to hear. Koji says, already liked. I would hope so. Anyone in here that hasn't already left a like on the stream should do so. You know, I thought about, recording this week's Jiu-Jitsu review in like the 20 minutes of free time I had before the stream started, but then I realized I don't want to. I know, it's a really crazy feeling to have to, you know, just decide not to do something. So I finished up some homework I have to do tomorrow instead. I'm very happy. I'm basically done with this semester. I just have work left for this one class. I think there's some stuff due like next week, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much done with my first semester of college. Pretty fucking easy considering it was all online. I think I got a pretty good deal out of that. Let's see, now we have 8 people, only 4 likes. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little OCD. I like seeing the viewer count and the like count being about the same. Or, you know, when we're on a bit of a down spell, having more likes than viewers. So if you're in here and you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. I could have sworn this week's review already came out. The reaction already came out. I always put the reaction out like Friday morning. Koji asks, Miss, can you stream your PS5? I don't have it here. I have it at my other place. But I don't know if I will, because, like, there's always shit going on in my dad's house. It's a noisy-ass house, so I would not be able to do, like, good streaming there. Remember, I streamed there, like, one time, and I had to mute myself a bunch. Demonic Gamer's here. He says, hello. Sunny is here. He says, hey, Misc. Hello. So, I want to figure out... Is Griever online? I know Griever knows how to do this. No, he's not online. I want to figure out how to have VC show up in stream. You know, like, when I'm in VC, have the little column there that shows all the people that are in VC with me so people can see who's talking. When we have people in the stream VC and stuff, or when I do videos like the Kengan tier list that I did the other day. Neo says, speaking of school, I only have 1 test in my exam left. Very nice. This is another reason this is the best time of the year. You're fucking done with school for the first chunk of the school year. Koji says, the gang is coming back. Sunny says, Madara versus Aizen happening in the next 2 days. Cool, I guess. Koji says, Misc, I'm finishing the Bleach anime. Good for you. Actually, let's do that. Let's do a little Google. How to show Discord VC and OBS. I don't know. If Griever is online, if Griever joins or some shit, I'll just ask him. I think Griever has his own method of doing it. This is all, like, too confusing. I'm not knowledgeable enough in the computer sciences to figure out how the fuck that works. Whoever wins one fan base will be pissed. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit about what the fans want? I find in general, a lot of the time, through my personal observations and such, I find a lot of fan bases of things to be really fucking annoying. Like, when Star Wars Visions came out, there was a lot of people who were complaining about stuff in it being too dumb, when it was just really cool anime bullshit. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you people can't fucking appreciate anything. Well, you know, they weren't saying it was dumb because it was anime shit, they were just saying it was stupid, and I'm like, bruh. Come on now. Learn to fucking lighten up a little bit. Star Wars has a lot of dumb shit in it already. I don't understand why various other things are suddenly too stupid to include. The dumb shit is cool. Dumb shit is part of what makes Star Wars so good. Now they said, I think it's like capturing Discord but cropping it to just the VC or something. Probably, yeah. Somebody says Shrift made his Kengan vs. Purgatory fight list. When will yours come out? Sometime in the next week. I planned on doing it this week. And, yeah, we're gonna wait to see what happens in the next few Kengan chapters, and then depending on how that goes, we're going to have a stream talking about Kengan. We're gonna do a miscast episode on Kengan. I'll try to get, you know, some of the Kengan people on here. I'll try to get, like, Shrift and Nico's there. They live all the way over in the UK, so we live in different time zones, and I think they work. So, you know, being able to get them on here may be a little difficult, but we will try. Demonic Gamer asks, what's your favorite Shumatsu no Valkyrie character? Probably Kojiro. Yeah, Neve, learn to turn off the brain and appreciate cool, dumb stuff. Hallway mini arc, yeah, you know it. Shrift said that he's gonna fucking drop Kengan if the Eddie fight is off screen. I will be eagerly awaiting his reaction to that, to see what happens. Koji, why would you make reference to D&D stuff? Like, fucking Throne of Bones hasn't even started yet. What would you reference? What would you reference? Just listen. Keep the D&D stuff in the D&D channels. Mysterious Weeb. I mean, Weeb's pretty big. I don't know if Weeb's gonna come on a little pod, or no, this isn't a podcast. On a, like a little YouTuber stream like mine. Neo says, as an enjoyer of Mashima stuff, I'm an expert in turning my brain off and enjoying dumb stuff. Yeah, I'm sure Fine would agree that you turn your brain off to enjoy a lot of things. As opposed to Fine, whose brain is working too much to enjoy things. Dark Lord's favorite Shumatsu character is Jack the Ripper. Excellent choice. So, people, if you recall, back in early August, I was supposed to be getting a PS5, and then it just never manifested. Probably because we got fucking scammed. Fortunately, PayPal covers stuff like that, so we got all of our money back. It was all good. But last Monday, the day that I got back from vacation, which was why there wasn't a stream last week, PS Direct was doing its thing. I remember I got an email on, like, Saturday or Sunday, telling me that I'd been accepted into the PS Direct thing, which had happened before, and it didn't fucking work, so I was kind of cautiously optimistic about it working. So then I get home, and what actually happens is 2 o'clock rolls around, I'm let into the queue. I have to wait like half an hour in the fucking queue or something. Something like that. And then I record last month's Ragnarok review. when I'm done, there's approximately a minute left on the wait time to get to the front of the line. So I'm like, oh boy, oh shit. So it loads in, and then it says, you're being redirected to the store page. And then it just sits there for like a minute, and there's no loading or anything. And I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do? Because I'm like, do I need to reload the page or something? But if I reload the page, I might get thrown back in line for the queue. Oh god. Oh shit, what do I do? So I just sit there. I just sit there and I stare at my phone for like a whole minute. And then the page loads. It loads into the PlayStation Store on the PS5 page. And naturally, the digital edition, which is like $100 cheaper, is already sold out. But I'm like, whatever. We wanted to get the disc edition. For some reason, my dad insisted on getting the disc edition for like playing movies in there. As if we still fucking buy or rent DVDs to play movies, but whatever. I mean, I guess it's nice having physical copies of games and stuff, but I mean, like, fuck. I'm gonna get Elden Ring digitally, so I don't have to go to a store or anything, and it just downloads as soon as the game comes out. So the digital edition's out of stock. The disc edition is still there. Now, in my previous experience with, I think, also the other time I tried using PS Direct, is, it's in stock until you get the end of filling in the information to buy it. Then it's out of stock, and it's like, oh, sorry. So I click on it, I add to cart, I go to cart, it lets me put in all of my billing information, and then it's like, hey, this is how much money you're going to be spending, okay? You know, it tells you, well, what the fuck was it with tax? It was like $535.99 or something. And I'm like, oh boy, oh shit. So I click, yeah, whatever, confirm. And then, that money gets subtracted from my bank account because I successfully bought a PS5 directly from Sony for retail price after a fucking year. So that's a pretty big win. Now, the arrival date was kind of fucking weird. I got the express shipping or whatever because I'm a PS Plus member. I got it for free. So it was supposed to be 1 to 3 day shipping. I order it Monday afternoon. So Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday can come along. Tuesday, I'm waiting around all day. It never shows up. I finally get an email from Sony at like 1 in the morning on Wednesday. They're like, now your package, your delivery is preparing to ship out. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. Well, that's good. Maybe it's going to be here because of like, same day shipping, overnight shipping, whatever. Because it says the expected arrival date is December 1st, which was Wednesday. So then I'm sitting around all day waiting. I actually see the UPS truck come through my neighborhood, and I'm like, oh shit, is this the guy? Is the guy here? It's not the guy. Then they update the status again because it had finally arrived in like fucking Georgia or something. And apologies for the sudden interruption. I had to go say hello to my cat. And I don't like getting doxxed on stream because whenever I have to go say hello to my cat, my actual real life name, address, and social security number is spoken aloud. So in the middle of like the afternoon, around it was like fucking 1 or 2 in the afternoon, they update the status to suddenly being, oh yeah, it's actually not coming until December 2nd because you fucking finally arrived in the distribution center in Georgia. Great, I guess. I thought they wouldn't have notified me of like my package coming until it had gotten to the distribution center, but whatever. So then I go over to my dad's house because I switch like the middle of the week because my parents are divorced. So I go over there to then come back at like 10:30, 11:15 in the morning. to fucking sit around here waiting for the package to show up, because now I know the UPS truck comes around like noon, and then 12:30 rolls around. UPS guy shows up, which is fucking weird because they hadn't actually updated the status of my package to say it was out for delivery, like it was in the truck. So because they fucked up and didn't update the status, I could have completely missed the package. But regardless, because I knew to be there at the time when they were coming around, I fucking opened the door, I get this giant fucking box. I was actually surprised by how huge the PS5 is. It's fucking giant. And I get my PS5. So now I have it. I have my PS5. I mean, it's not here, it's my dad's house. But I had it for like the last 3 days. And it's quite nice. It's a very lovely console. And as I've stated many a time, my primary interest in finally getting a PS5 was finally being able to play Demon's Souls, because it's the one Souls game that's out already that I have not played yet, because it's a PS3 exclusive. I don't own a PS3, I don't plan on buying one just to play Demon's Souls, and I'm not getting a fucking PS3 emulator on my laptop. I mean, let's be real here. And it's remastered. I know some people say the remake doesn't capture a lot of the mood or the atmosphere of the original. As far as I'm aware, it feels like a lot of the visual atmosphere and stuff just came from them kind of rushing the game a little bit and having to cover up a bunch of like the unfinished textures and shit, so they just put like fucking mist everywhere and whatever. I don't know if that's actually true, that's just what I've heard. But I know some people don't like that the remake kind of... What was it? They made it less creepy? I think the usual argument I hear is that they made it more generic, which I would accept. But as I actually heard at least one person say, or read, I was looking through like some YouTube comments on some of the OSTs and stuff, I think. Or was that in Twitter? I don't remember. Just because something's different from the original doesn't mean it's bad. It's a remake, you know, a reimagining, a rebuilding of Demon's Souls. So it's not going to be exactly the same, which is the trouble with remakes, is that either you make it too similar and people are like, what the fuck, you didn't get rid of the problems. Or you make it too different and people are like, what the fuck, you got rid of the stuff that I liked. By the way, we've got 12 viewers in here and only 9 likes, so why don't we rectify that? You few people in here that haven't liked the stream already, click that like button. Oh, also, I mentioned this in the miscast, but I made a deal with Bernice that if he gives me $50, we'll add the worm tongue to the server icon. So if you're in here, Bernice, you better get ready to open up that wallet. And, you know, the rest of you are allowed to fucking donate as much as you do or don't want. But, like, yeah, the vibe of Demon's Souls is still fucking good. It's just not exactly the same as the original. I know another one is the music. A lot of people are like, the music, it's become too grand and epic. It doesn't have the same sort of creepy, eerie feel that the original soundtrack had. But I've listened to the OSTs from the original Demon's Souls, and I don't like them. They don't sound very good. I don't know if that's just me, if I'm on like my modern Souls brand or something with my orchestra and chorus and such, but the original Demon's Souls soundtrack does just not sound that appeasing to me. Doesn't sound that nice to like listen to. No, I would not get a tattoo for only $50, never. You'd have to donate a lot more. You know, like at least as much as it would cost to actually get the tattoo. The music in the remake just sounds better. And the composer for the remake's soundtrack got the stamp of approval from the person that did the original game's soundtrack, so that's good enough for me. I don't think I don't think the Souls players of this generation would be able to appreciate the same kind of music they had in the original. Yeah, like, if you go back and listen to it, you got, like, fucking, I don't even know what instruments they're using. Everything is much more low-key. With this remake, they definitely took much more inspiration from, like, the modern Souls games. You know, like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. Definitely more so in the vein of those OSTs. But that's why I like the soundtrack. The Demon's Souls remake has a really good boss soundtrack. Fantastic. Visuals are great. It's probably the prettiest game I've ever played. It's also, the game's kind of short. Demon's Souls is kind of a short game. I don't think it's shorter than Bloodborne, because while there's more bosses than Bloodborne has that you need to beat to finish the game, I think you have to fight like 7 bosses to finish Bloodborne to get one of the endings out of the like fucking 30 something that there are in the whole game, including the DLC. You only have to be like 7, so most of Bloodborne is optional. Whereas with Demon's Souls, there basically are no optional areas, because Demon's Souls is not as open as the other Souls games that came after it. You only have the 5 Archstones coming from the Nexus, and those are all fairly linear, so it kind of feels a lot more like Dark Souls 2 or something. Though Dark Souls 2 is fucking gigantic, and you walk everywhere, and there's like 40-something bosses in Dark Souls 2. It's a big fucking game. I'm pretty sure Dark Souls 2 is the biggest Souls game. Until February, but, you know, that can wait. But overall, I quite enjoyed the Demon's Souls remake. I don't know where I would rank it amongst my favorites, because it's definitely a bit different from the games that came after. I mean, it's the first, so it's kind of the most basic, has a lot of obtuse shit that they thankfully got rid of in the games after. Like, World Tendency is a fucking terrible system. It sucks. Especially if you're playing, like, offline or something. It just sounds fucking terrible. Especially because I don't think there's anywhere in-game that explains World Tendency. Like, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's anything in the game that explains World Tendency. Which is not good. And the fucking inventory thing, having a maximum inventory weight is dumb as fuck. I mean, it makes sense for, like, realism, though it kind of feels like it adds, like, artificial difficulty or something. And it's not even difficulty, it's just kind of annoying. But I digress. It was fun. Shit was fun. So, if you recall, way back when, a few months ago, I think back in, like, June? Yeah, I think it was right after we got the Elden Ring gameplay reveal. Or not the gameplay reveal, but the trailer. The big trailer that we'd been waiting, like, 2 fucking years for. I did a boss tier list, and I didn't include any of the Demon's Souls bosses because, well, I hadn't played Demon's Souls, so I wasn't able to give my own personal opinion on the bosses. Here I am now, after having beaten Demon's Souls. I've also kind of thought back on that tier list, and I've been like, I'm not a big fan of some of those positions. I should have been way more flippant, because it's my tier list, who gives a shit? So we'll do that. We're gonna do that. That's gonna be the majority of this stream. Is gonna be this tier list. I don't know how long this is gonna take, because now it'll actually take a little while. But you know, it's fun, and I guess I'll get the insight of some of you people in the chat. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm gonna join the VC for a minute, or you know, I'm gonna join right now. But then I'm gonna leave for a minute to go get some water, because it has occurred to me that my fucking throat is starting to get kind of dry, so I should have some kind of beverage here to hydrate myself. Let's see. Senator says, hey, Misc, weren't you supposed to sing the 4Kids One Piece rap? No, Wave gave me money and then commanded me, but I'm not a fucking prostitute. I don't just do that. So... and Neve said, what's world tendency? Okay, so in Demon Souls, the worlds, the 5 worlds, 5 archstones, have a world tendency, which is kind of like, it's not even a morality bar, though doing immoral shit can make the world tendency black. So you have black world tendency and white world tendency. Black world tendency makes shit harder. White world tendency makes more things available for you. I mean, they both make more things available for you, but white world tendency is generally better because then you don't have more enemies to deal with.
I'm here now.
Hi, welcome. World tendency is affected by a few things. Your world tendency becomes more black if you die in human form. There are 2 forms. You have your full health bar body form, and then when you die, your maximum health is reduced and you're in soul form. You go back to body form from beating bosses or using an item. When you die in human form, your world tendency is lowered. It is blackened. The way to bring your world tendency back up... Oh, and also killing NPCs lowers your world tendency. The way to raise your world tendency back up to white is by either defeating the bosses, which is a one-time thing, you can only kill them once,
Of course.
or killing online invaders or in-game invaders. They're the occasional NPC invaders. But basically, the easiest way to increase your world tendency is by fucking being online and being quote-unquote lucky enough for people to invade you, and then being skilled enough to beat them. Oh, and if you have to be in human form to get invaded, so then if you die, your world tendency gets lowered even more.
You know, it's gambling, high risk, high reward, you know.
Yeah, so what a lot of people do is they just fucking never play in human form. Because then your world tendency's never lowered, it only goes up.
Huh.
Like, just kill yourself in the Nexus, because the Nexus doesn't have a world tendency, and then just always play in spirit form. Because then your world tendency will never go down, no matter how much you die. I apparently died in the ritual path a few times in human form. Fuck that area, by the way. Even though its visuals are nice, it makes me want to kill myself.
Let me look up this area so I can see
The entire area is the run to the boss. There is no shortcut. It took me, like, at least 20 tries to get to the fucking boss.
Let's see, ritual.
Apparently I died in human form a few times because on the, like, last 2 or 3 runs, fucking Black Phantoms showed up, which then made the runs even more difficult.
What are those?
That's basically invaders. They're red spirits. I think they're called Black Phantoms. Usually those are players or NPCs, but sometimes they are basically just red phantom versions of enemy types. Usually really fucking annoying ones. Like the Mind Flayers in Latria. Yes, Demon Souls has just fucking straight up Mind Flayers in it.
Good.
Which is a D&D original property. I don't know how they got the rights to those. Like, they are literally Mind Flayers. I'm pretty sure that's a Wizards of the Coast property. They made up Mind Flayers, so I assume they had to pay some kind of royalty for those.
That's nicely, of course.
Yeah. Or the ones that I encountered in the ritual path were the big ritual cleaver skeletons and then the katana skeleton, which, as far as I can tell, is one of the most difficult non-boss or NPC enemies in the fucking game. Fortunately, most of the Archstones are way shorter than Boletaria. Boletaria has, like, 4 areas in it, whereas every other area only has 2. It's kind of crazy. Not complaining, though, because being 100% real with you, most of the areas in Demon Souls are a fucking nightmare. Like Stonefang, well, you know, the second area in Stonefang kind of sucks. It's kind of shit. The only redeeming quality of that is Flame Lurker. Then The... Actually, what the fuck is the name of the fourth archstone? Let me check.
Brad.
I don't think it's Brad.
Must be, Bradley then.
Finally got its Brad.
Is that fucking... The Archstone of the Shadow Men, but what is the area called? I want to know. I guess it's just the Shrine of Storms. I guess that's just the name of the area, is the Shrine of Storms. Yeah, it's the Shrine of Storms. Like, the first area of Shrine of Storms is cool. It's good. It's a pretty good area. But then the Ritual Path, which I had heard was actually good, made me want to shoot myself. In Minecraft, YouTube. So that was not great. Then Latria is pretty good. Latria is a pretty good area. Actually, there's a lot to Latria. The first area is kind of insane in how fucking gigantic and winding it is. And then the second part, the Tower of Latria, is actually really good because I didn't expect there to be so many layers to it. And in theory, there's really only like 2 layers, but I didn't expect to have the bottom layer. And then the Valley of Defilement's the Valley of Defilement. I don't think I have to explain that for anyone that knows. Context for those of you that don't know what the Valley of Defilement is, every single Souls game has a poison swamp area. The Valley of Defilement is the first one. They learned from their mistakes with the Valley of Defilement.
Is there more?
God.
You say first one, but is there more than one of Poison Swamp area in that game?
In what game?
You make
Demon
it sound
Souls?
Yeah, you make it sound like there is.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, so there's only one in Demon Souls. Technically, the Valley of Defilement only has the Poison Swamp as one of the parts of it. 5-2. But the whole area is poison themed. The second area is literally just a big fuck off swamp with the occasional. Actually, there's like a whole village in there, which is kind of neat. But it's not great. Then Dark Souls 1 has Blighttown, which most of you have probably heard the name of. I think Blighttown's infamy mostly just came from the fact that on like the last gen, is that old gen now? I don't think it's last gen anymore. On old gen and on PC, Blighttown would fucking demolish your hardware. Holy fuck.
I've heard.
The problem doesn't exist anymore on, like, the remastered edition, because they finally had time to fix that shit. What's the Poison Swamp area? And do we even have... Yes, actually, Harvest Valley and Earthen Peak are the Poison Swamp area in Dark Souls 2, though they're not swamps. But they are poison-themed. And Dark Souls 3 has Farron Keep. Oh, and Sekiro has that little area where you fight one of the Snake Eyes, and that's it. Has it been confirmed if there'll be a Poison Swamp? Actually, hold on. Elden Ring Poison Swamp.
That'll probably be. It's not like a realistic world.
Actually, I think they said there would be more than one swamp area. Oh, yes! That's what it was. Great news. Elden Ring will feature at least 2 deadly poison swamp areas.
Perfect.
This is outstanding news. Just incredible.
And you're right at home. You know, you have the home turf advantage right there.
Hell to the yes. Dark Lord says Nico style versus Gao style. Nico style is literally just the evolution of the Gao style. It's just the Gao style but better. Nico style wins.
Yeah, and, like, Gao style will have its perks. But, you know, it's not like the versatile Nico style. You need to be, like... How do I get it? It's like, you know, the Gao style was made for cowards. The Nico style was not.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nico style with magic.
Yeah, well, they're both kind of magic. But anyway, Senator says 4Kids is also hypocritical. They censored One Piece, but in TMNT 2003, they have the turtles die on screen. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, speaking of the Nico style, hello Believer.
Oh, Griever's here.
For 1,000 years I have waited for this moment. The 5 pinnacles have come, and hi, how you doing?
Excellent.
Wait,
I'm doing quite well right now.
years.
Sun Eater says try to beat Demon Souls on Black World Tendency. I mean, when I go through playthroughs, I have to do pure Black World Tendency and pure White World Tendency to get everything that is available only in those world tendencies, which is gonna take fucking forever. Griever, you mentioned that there's a way to show VC in stream, right? You have a method for this.
Show VC in stream. What do you? Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do this? Or can I only do it when I'm off stream?
Oh no. It's an OBS plugin that you get. You mean to be able to show like the icons, like who's talking? Sort of
Yeah,
idea?
like that.
Oh, I haven't done it in a while, but give me a minute and you keep talking and I'll try to figure it out for you.
Oh, well, that gives me a perfect opportunity to go and get a drink, which I'm going to do right now.
Of course.
You don't drink alcohol, Jesus Christ.
Talk on your behalf. Good, he hasn't deafened.
Alright,
Go
here we go.
Right.
Neve.
Yes?
Calm down.
No.
Well, I mean, don't. I mean, I'm all good if you go all out.
I mean, look. I can reveal information for them. Whatever.
So, hello chat, how's everybody doing? It's your host with the most, Griever as always, bringing you guys
You're not
all
the
wait,
host this time.
I was
You're
about to
not the
say,
host.
wait a minute. Okay, the
Yeah.
subsidiary, the what are we going to call it? The
You are
secondary. A mere mortal.
Mortal, you're not sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's what. The mere mortal is here to entertain you while Miss goes to get a drink. Not an alcoholic drink, of course, because our boy with the mostest does not drink. Because
I
he is
feel
a
like
true chap.
Misc would probably die instantly upon drinking alcohol. Like his heart rate would increase, you know, he gets the power up that comes from that and then he just fucking drops. And his heart literally explodes.
I mean, something to be said for that, honestly.
I mean, it's more likely than you think.
I mean, like, let's look at this logically. Like, alcohol is technically a drug by most world standards, by most country standards, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, if we look at this logically, deferring Misc from having alcohol is only saving his life.
Yeah.
So it's actually a good thing that I drink for both of us.
Oh, you have to drink on his behalf, of course. That explains why you intake so much.
There we go. See, I drink for the world need not thank me.
Yeah. Like, I feel like Mystic Liver, you know, if you were to put a little bit of alcohol in there, yeah, that thing's gonna, ooh, not a good day.
You know what's actually realistically funny is that my father drinks way more than I. Of course, he's 60 years old, so he's drank way more than I ever have, and his liver
Oh.
enzymes are fine.
Of course, he's just a stronger version of you.
I know, but like, listen, I know that I'm doing damage to my body. I know that drinking is going to have some repercussions in the later life. But the fact of the matter is that I look at my old man. The only thing he's done, like, he quit smoking when he was like 28, right? Like, because
I think
everybody smoked back.
I think you've inherited his special genes that give you alcohol immunity.
I'm hoping I did, because at the end of the day, his liver enzymes are okay, and then like we were hoping that the liver doctor, because he went to a specialist, would say, hey, you gotta quit drinking and blah blah blah. No. They were like, oh no, your liver's fine. It's like, wait a minute,
yeah,
what?
you're literally fucking
I wonder if
immortal.
installing this midstream is gonna crash my fucking stream.
That'd be funny.
Don't crash anything. If you're gonna crash. No, Bandicoot. There we go.
I'm gonna crash the car into the wall. Ooh.
No, crash it into a tree, and then you're George Bailey, and you're like, oh, the car, smashed a car in the tree over there. It's a wonderful
Gonna crash a
life.
car.
Hey, you can't help it. Some of us want to get a little boozy when we go for a little cruisy.
Back in the day, it was totally acceptable.
Yeah,
You know why, Miss? Because people knew how to drive.
People knew how to drive and have a little fun at the same time.
Devin's just gonna crash a car into my room.
To be
which,
fair, have
is
you
impressive.
like they found
Second
the
story.
numbers, and I laughed at these fucking numbers. Do you know that it's not the population density, but the fact of the matter is that there has been 71% increase in fucking motor vehicle like fatalities due to drinking and driving, but not due to population density, but because of young drivers.
That
Like it
does not surprise me, actually.
It doesn't surprise me either. Little girls in their Honda Civics driving around who don't stop at stop signs. Go figure, you're gonna get T-boned.
Oh my god, we were just talking to Fi earlier today, and her family was saying how, like, they were saying she's, like, not a good driver or something, and one of them said she just kind of doesn't stop at stop signs occasionally.
There you go. Like, look, I can coast through a stop sign because I know what the fuck I'm doing. But I only coast through a stop sign when I've already looked. I've already seen that there's no cars on the left, the right, and the forward, right? So I know I can coast through that. But at a four-way intersection, you stop and you wait your goddamn turn. Right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know. I've been driving a long fucking time. I've been driving since I was 13 years old, and I'm telling you right now, nobody knows how to fucking drive.
Wait, since you were 13, what?
Well, yeah. We're in Canada.
Is that like a law you have up there or something?
No, you can get your driver's license by 15, but you can drive, like, yeah, basically, good responsible parents put you in the driver's seat at 13 or 12 to make sure that you're not an idiot on the road. That way, by the time you're 18, you're a goddamn good driver.
What laws do you have?
To be fair, I got my.
We don't have any laws
license
to.
when I was 16.
Here's the
Oh my
difference,
god,
man.
look, it's a fucking Discord chat overlay.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go. We don't have laws saying no. We just don't have laws saying yes.
Fascinating.
One of those beautiful
Do I need
gray
to
areas.
keep the stream kit overlay open?
Yeah. You install it on OBS or some shit.
Oh, I have it. I just have it open in a tab. That's fine.
Yeah, and then as long as you keep it open in the tab, it should be on the stream.
We get progressively more professional every like 4
There you go.
months.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. And then you can resize it and stuff, but you got to keep the overlay open as a tab.
That's fine. I can keep a fucking tab open.
Yeah.
I mean, for the first few streams, I for some reason forgot that I had various OSTs downloaded on my computer and instead played them on YouTube. I don't know why the fuck I did that, because that then resulted in me having tabs with like fucking active videos running in the background.
That's right. But this is fantastic that you finally figured out the overlay thing, because it's something that I feel like when, especially where you're not, like, where I'm visual,
Yeah.
I don't really need it as much. Like, if I want to do it, I can, but I'm visual. With you, this is like almost a necessity.
Yeah, this is quite helpful. I know, I think Ace... Was it Ace or no, Neve. Neve, I think you mentioned... Actually, I don't remember. I did a Kengan video the other day, and I had people in VC for it, and I remember someone said that I should probably include...
It was me.
Yeah.
It was me, Ace, Wave, and Play Free.
Yeah, but I don't remember who made the suggestion. Okay, I think it was
To
someone
be
in the
fair,
comments.
I told Misc to
I
do
don't know,
this
probably Ace.
like 2 years ago, for God's sake. So
Yeah, he told me to do it even before the channel existed.
yeah, I did. I really did.
But now it's here, because someone else suggested it.
Suggestion.
What's that, Neve?
Nico's abandoned streaming. That's amazing.
Neve, did you say something that I'm sorry,
I
didn't.
said what you asked for suggestion, because you know it was me on that funny Kangoi video.
Oh.
What? What the fuck are you... What?
Yeah. Oh boy, if you were on there, that
But if I were on that video, right,
Yeah, very
things
well
would
on
be
that
in a
canyon.
little while.
Oh, if you were on there, we would have had a problem.
Listen,
Gross.
Misc, I don't know if you know, but I hit 700 subscribers, and here's the deal.
Did you
my
just
my
hit
name
that
is
recently?
a household name, so you're welcome for me being on here.
Did you just hit that the other day?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It wasn't like a month ago, and my gain has been totally fine since then.
I see. Cool. I'm fucking waiting. Where are the pop-up ads? There they are. Get this shit out of here.
Oh.
Actually, I got a comment that I sent to my wife. You guys will laugh at this. So somebody, a female follower of mine, because I do shoujo manga, so I have some female subscribers,
Uh-huh.
and she
Oh,
sent
yeah,
a comment saying, "Oh my God, you are so pretty with your new haircut." And I sent it to my wife to say, "Hey, other people approve it." She goes, "Yeah, you should have done it earlier, you dumb twat." And I went, "Oh, wow, all
That's
right."
fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I'm not editing that at all. That's literally what she said. Instead of saying something like "nice," that's what she
Let's
said.
see,
She
I
called
don't
me a dumb
look.
twat.
Scroll down. What is
And I'm like,
coming?
all right. So now apparently, according to YouTube, I'm sexy. According to my wife, I'm a twat. So
That's just the struggle for us men.
yeah,
One can be both.
yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
this is
I
like.
have to get rid of chat or something. I do.
No.
So sad.
Here's what happens. Here's what happens. Here's what we have to do. Is that we need to eliminate the idea of like men are basically useless or women are useless if we can find a way to artificially inseminate. Then women are basically useless.
Who the fuck is supposed to be birthing the children, Griever?
No, that's my point. If we find a way to artificially inseminate,
I don't think.
Then-
No. You're not. Oh wait, I'm
No,
doing this
no,
in the
no.
wrong fucking direction.
No. What I'm saying is that if we do that, then you have robot women like World Is Not Enough James Bond level, right? Like robots that actually look like fucking. Did you see that one in Saudi Arabia who apparently wants children? She's like crazy AI or some shit.
That's a little concerning.
It's very concerning. Exactly. We're living in Judgment Day. Terminator's gonna happen, and it's Skynet's gonna take over. But the point is that how would a woman compete with that?
I have no.
Like,
I like women.
literally.
I'm generally a bit of a fan of women.
No, I am too. I'm a traditionalist. But the future,
of course.
the hipsters are going to be all like robotic, right?
I saw
They're
that.
going to love their robotics.
This one.
They're going to sit there with their robotics, and they're going to be like, because when you think about it, listen, I love my wife, and I love everything she does for me. But if I told her to go out in the kitchen and make me a sandwich, after the 50th time, she's going to throw it in my face and tell me to go fuck myself, right?
That's
The
true.
difference
Yeah.
the difference is a robotic woman is not going to do that. She is going to literally go into that kitchen 1,000 times and still going to come back and blow you. So what, no real world woman is going to be able to compete with the level. Once they figure out the logistics of a good robotic female, there's going to be no man who's ever going to go back to a real woman with her bitching.
I see YouTube advertisers must love you. They're gonna love you whenever you get monetized.
No, fucking,
That's.
And you know what the sad thing is? You all agree with me. You're just refusing to accept that you agree.
No.
Terminators with
I do not agree with
level
you.
blowjobs. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
if I were, told to go make someone a sandwich, after 50th time, I would just poison it. Simple as.
Right, you'd antifreeze it, right? And
well,
then
why
you'd be
can't
on
you just
deadline
make your own? I don't
for
understand having to ask all the time. I just make shit for myself.
No, miss. You have to understand is that the idea is like it's supposed to be a two-way street, and I'm being very serious right now.
Uh-huh.
In a marriage, you're supposed to like sometimes I cook my wife dinner, sometimes she cooks me dinner. It's
Uh-huh.
supposed to be a two-way street. So sometimes, without asking, you're supposed to make your wife a goddamn sandwich.
I
And
can't
sometimes,
believe the
woman
viewership
would
has
make
not dropped throughout it has stayed exactly the same.
because this is good information for all the young
Is it
crowd.
though?
It is, and I'll tell you why. Because at the same in the junction, like there is nothing more satisfying to a man in this day and age, especially because nowadays with all the Me Too and all that stuff, there is nothing better. My wife, made me a sandwich one day. She made me a sandwich, handed me a drink because I was out working on a project that she wanted me to work on. She wanted me to tile the garage or whatever the fuck. I even forget what the project was. But I was out slaving away, doing something in the middle of the summer. What did she do? At 12:30, she came out with a sandwich that she had made and a fucking cold beer and walked away. It was the greatest, and I still to this day remember that experience. I was like, wait, what? Like, without asking, she made me lunch, she gave me a beer, she walked away. And she didn't even like me drinking. But she knew that I was working all day. I was tired. I was irritated. She went, you know what? I'm going to do this for him. That's a fantastic. And I'm not saying that that's only a woman should do that for a man. I think it's a two-way street. So a few weeks later, what did I do? I poured her a bath. I lit candles, and I went and made her dinner.
Yeah, it's a good mutual exchange.
This is good mutual exchange.
Yeah, this is something that shouldn't be restricted to anything like marriage or such. It should just be a good friend thing. Like I send Misc some funny Yumiga hammer.
Yeah,
And she
funny
gives
monkey
me
memes.
$100. Yeah.
And $100.
No, you give me the $100.
Oh,
in
I give
exchange
you
for,
$100 because you unprompted decided to send me monkey edits.
Yeah, because it's just a way for the monkey to kill some
that
time.
sounds like fair exchange to me.
Like
the power of
that
capitalism.
Bambina edit earlier. Yeah, I think that's worth
Yeah.
$100.
Listen.
God, fuck you, Neve.
I'm not trying to do Law of the Jungle here. All I'm trying to do is just to help people understand that it's a two-way street.
There you go, folks. Anyway, I don't care. Right, I was gonna tier list. So, we're here back again. Man, this thing is fucking slow. It's been a while. It's been since like June, as I mentioned, June or early July, and I'm here now for the Soulsborne Objective Boss Quality Tier List Complete Edition. And of course, when Elden Ring comes out and we do this again, it will be the Definitive Edition.
Oh.
And then if another one comes out, we're just going to start making up words.
If you disagree with this list, your opinion is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I will curse your bloodline. Anywho, let's start off with the release order. We're going to start with Demon Souls, and we're going to do them in the order in which you encounter the bosses. Alright, I should probably set some kind of standards here. So, S rank is for, like, actual, genuinely fucking fantastic peak game design / awe-inspiring shit. A tier is really good bosses. B tier is, your average good bosses. C tier are bosses that are just kind of there. And D tier are bosses that make me want to light my console on fire because they're just awful.
Question before we start.
Yes.
So, are we defining, as you proclaimed, good bosses as in something that's enjoyable to fight? Not necessarily on difficulty, but something that's a good design plus a good backstory plus
It's a mix of these things.
Alright, fair enough.
Because I think some bosses are hard but enjoyable, whereas some bosses are just hard. And kind of bullshit, like this fucking guy.
Agreed. I just want to make sure that we're basically having an amalgamation of we like the design, we like the backstory, and we like fighting.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start off with Demon Souls, the game that I know the least lore about. I mean, I get the general gist of what the game is about now. Turns out a lot of the lore is actually kind of difficult to find, like way more difficult than it is in any of the games that came after, mostly because like almost all of the unique items are behind character quest lines, and I only found like maybe a third of the NPCs. So we'll see how long it takes me to find out more lore. But we're going to start off with the first of Souls boss ever, the Vanguard, the original huge ass that floats up in the air and tries to smash you. He's like the C-tier boss.
Big
Yeah.
ass.
D tier.
No. D tier is for several other things.
Yeah, like the first Demon Souls boss, which I actually did end up on that.
Yeah.
Before
Now,
Dark Souls existed.
I believe you, because you experienced a little bit of the vibe. It doesn't have the same, what is it, like the creepy aura, the creepy vibe, or eerie vibe of the original?
Yeah, the original had a very gothic, very like Friday the 13th sort of feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't played the remake, so I don't know, but I have heard that what Misc is talking about. I haven't played the remake, so I can't make an honest comparison, but yeah, the original Demon Souls was very gray. It felt like you were playing on black and white television most of the time.
Yeah.
So,
I have seen a bit of
I've
that.
heard that that's not what the remake is like, so.
Yeah.
Hey, Misc, if
Oh
I
my
were to
god,
give you
it's
50
Wave!
bucks,
Hi, Wave.
nothing. Misc, if I were to give you 50 bucks, would you sing on stream?
No, I would not, because I can't handle the embarrassment.
Wave, just wait until I have 1,000 subscribers.
Wait
and I'll
till
sing
Griever's
whatever song.
monetized. Give Griever your money and he'll sing on stream.
Oh, I'll sing whatever song you want me to.
I know you would, and that's not the fun part.
Well,
Why did
I'll tell you
everyone
what,
dip out
if you
after
get
we
me
actually
I'll tell you
started
what,
the
Wave,
fucking tier
you
list?
get me to 1,000 subscribers and I'll make Misc sing on my stream.
Okay. I'll try to make you.
I'll bribe
It's to
Misc so fucking
subscribers.
hard he'll sing on my stream. Because it won't affect his channel, he'll be fine.
Oh, the stream's buffering.
Yes, you do on off buffering, but only for like millisecond length.
How long has it been buffering for?
Actually,
Couple
hold on.
seconds.
Roughly.
Now it's longer.
Well, it must have been before. Oh, Wave isn't off the weird chat bar.
When the fuck did it?
No, you gotta, also, when people, sometimes with Discord overlay, when people join, you have to
No,
Establish.
it's not that. It's just like the entire stream's buffering. The word.
Oh.
I mean the circle, not the word. Something you're distracted from the fact. The circle is still going.
Oh, never is distracted. Oh, no.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, it's continuing now. There we go,
I feel
there's
so
no more
sad.
circle. It's continuing.
Are
Oh,
we certain?
It's back. It's
Oh,
back. It's
fucking
back. The circle's
Jesus
back.
Christ.
I'm gonna murder something. like-
OBS,
I'm gonna-
what are you doing to me?
I'm gonna put my hands in this thing's mouth, right? I'm gonna right in half. I'm gonna split right in two.
One of these days,
Can one of you rewind the stream to see when it stopped?
Hold on,
Uh,
just stop
it-
buffering on my end. Hold on.
Yeah,
It was going perfectly well when I hopped in.
Oh, there we go. Wave has appeared on the
This
Discord.
stream-
Oh, we're
on
back
my
now,
end.
we're back!
It's currently around when you're talking about the eerie vibe of the original.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's good. I have my fucking phone
How
right
long
here,
ago
but I'm
was
not
that?
constantly looking at it, so I didn't notice that it was buffering. Yay! Okay, I guess that's why the viewers were dropping out, was because the fucking stream wasn't working.
Oh, this stream
Okay.
is a wonderful thing.
Okay, so Vanguard exists, he's just kind of there. I understand that there's a secret area. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if someone has to establish a fucking megachurch for a character, it's gotta be for a reason.
Listen. Miss, do you like Rayleigh?
I think Rayleigh's pretty cool.
Do you like Ben Beckman?
I think Ben Beckman's pretty cool too. You know, from like the
Then-
2 times that he's done something.
Exactly. You have met these people very rarely. Can we agree on that?
Of course.
Yeah, it's true. They show up like twice.
And you love them, do you?
Yeah,
not?
they're pretty cool.
Then there we go. So there is no reason for you not to join.
The mega
Look.
holy shit Katakuri.
He's
Oh,
a
Ben
No,
is
very
here.
it's basically
It was
King of
before
Lightning.
Rizzo was taken out.
How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing okay
Hey,
though.
man.
Apparently the stream's
After
buffering.
Katakuri showed
Hey,
up,
look,
man,
it's-
fucking lost it.
Look, it's a fat people hater. What's up?
What? I'm not. I don't. Oh.
Still
Don't
no
do it.
data. Quite trouble.
Load of
It's an
people.
add-on Misc. It doesn't add anything to OBS's CPU usage.
Okay. Let's see how long it takes for the stream to get back up.
Like, even though there's a lot for it to catch up with, it still buffers a shit ton. for some reason.
Yeah, it does.
Try to. Well, then get rid of the overlay and let's see what happens. You can always bring it back if it doesn't do anything.
Well, I closed the website, but it seems like the actual overlay is still here for the time being.
Well, it'll have a what do you mean? Whatchamacallit?
Oh,
Delay?
whatchamacallit.
Delay. That thing.
Okay,
Neve should
I guess
speak
the
to
stream's
me
back.
now.
I don't know, Ban, can you serenade Beast Titan here? I don't know, just sing him a song.
Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean?
He wants you to sing.
Oh. Whoa.
Nah, yeah, it has to be a song about his king.
What do you want me to do here, man? Who the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
is Beast?
Beast Titan. Is this passionate song good enough for you?
Yeah, that's good enough for the king.
No,
Oh,
we-
yeah,
Would-
we
would
don't
this-
give a shit about
would
the
this
beast
please
type. We
the
get
king?
the name of the mama, the holy donuts.
Yeah,
And
sure,
the
sure,
Greek-
sure. Yeah, go on,
Wow.
right?
I need to calm down. I was about to say some
Water.
wild shit.
No, yeah. Katakuri has fucking humongous hype. I don't know why. I know he has a big fight with Luffy
You know,
that a lot of people
this-
like, but I don't
I'll tell you
know.
right now, even I don't know why, and I still like Katakuri.
He's just that cool.
Wait, so everyone was just like, yeah, I guess we like Katakuri.
Yeah,
Listen to
pretty
watch
much.
anime
It's sort of
fights,
like
that's all.
liking Shanks. Shanks did like 2 things in the entirety of 1,000 chapters, and we still all love him. So,
Yeah, you know what? I'll give that to him. Anyway, I believe I was doing Beast Titan says it's a beautiful voice. There you go.
Yeah.
Spoiler
I didn't
alert,
listen to
folks.
it because Attack on Titan sucks.
Well, ending
Yeah.
certainly fucked everything up, yeah. Apparently the stream's buffering again. I'm gonna lose my shit. Or it was buffering on my phone, but that may
Oh,
just
I have a feeling, right?
Got my
many
Is your
large
PS5
fluctuations.